So apparently, the sheep, clowns, Jezebels are probably off doing what they do best, which is to spread disinformation, partake in this, spreading fake news, obviously, because they want to control narratives or whatever. They never like any real solutions. They do not partake in coming to or deriving at real conclusions. They just like to make stuff up, basically. And that's one of the reasons why individuals, and it's a lot of you individuals as well, you choose to tell your stories. So you told, and we the people listen. So let me start off by saying someone said that three branches are moot. They stated that three real branches are basically non-existent. So despite the preventable and unnecessary OPM breaches, you have individuals truly saying that they don't need. Can you imagine how it would be, how chaotic it would be without bare, bare minimum, basic standards? They don't want any rules, policies, nor legislation, but we've always had that even before our times. I'm gonna keep pausing because some of the bullshit that I hear individuals just like spew out their mouths, they're clout chasers for sure. And they're all engaged in some type of rat race to climb to whatever the top is. So individuals fake believe that three branches are non-existent, basically. And this is why theories are important, and this is also why hypotheses is important as well. So it's rationale, critical thinking, logic, reasoning, and common sense. So drill time obviously is over but for individuals who didn't fall for, let's talk about colorism, or let's pin, the male clowns and the female Jezebels, they're always going to be attacking each other because that's all they know. Even history have taught us that. And that's why, separate systems are necessary. Let me continue. So next time students attempt to false conquer, because you have individuals coming out here saying it's okay to false conquer people, and we all know that that is involuntary servitude and slavery. Now, it's one thing for individuals to partake in taking the tickets and subjecting themselves to mental slavery, i.e., systematic and systemic oppression, when they cannot change their frame of mind and or their the way that they think and process information. It's a whole other thing to think that you can fake control, false control, freed Americans, no matter the color and our creed. And we say no matter color, it's not to dismiss any types of discrimination, but know that they can work hand in hand and go both ways. Because the way that individuals were taught, i.e., indoctrinated black folks, they fake believe that they cannot discriminate against others because they bear some type of supremacy. So their feelings of inferiority has something to do with their self-esteem or lack thereof. Has nothing to do with other individuals who do not look like me. And we're not dismissing the fact that discrimination can occur both ways. I told you this black quote-unquote individual was sued. Well, not sued. She faced 3 counts of discrimination for violating laws, basically. Labor laws, HIPAA laws, and she was hit with 3 counts of discrimination. So how's that for leveling the playing field? So I don't have much time to speak about a lot of issues. I'm not a part of a committee. I don't have time to go to DC. Okay, I've been to the Capitol before just to, peek out the scenery or whatever, because I just enjoy certain things about DC, and I decided to take a trip a long time ago. I stopped coming in and clicking it by. See, the clowns, and they're male clowns too, and they're female Jezebels. We're not here for you. Especially if you have to be like, oh, dark versus light skin. We're not doing any of that. I'm from the South. But we are not here for you. So then I told you, they be going around fucking with the makeup communities. Leave people alone while they beating their face, i.e. applying their makeup while they're talking. Some of you helped me get a little bit better at doing makeup, and as you know, I'm natural. Every once in a while I put on makeup because it does work well for the lighting. 9 times out of 10, I'm natural. People be like, excuse me, and pretend to just like bump into me just so they can feel my skin. You say, what does that have to do with anything? Olive, Olay, Olay. um, no, I just snuck that in there because I know individuals like to, well, as women and little girls, you used to like to swap stories about what do you do for your skin. I use mainly water, you guys, and I drink a lot of water. I stay hydrated. I'm not into sugar like that, but every once in a while I will get a sweet tooth. Let me stop. So they don't, the idiots don't think that I am going on some type of rampage. I drink a lot of water. I don't use any harsh chemicals on my face. When it comes to taking care of my skin, obviously this is my best friend. this, this, and I don't even show products because I do not have any sponsors, nor do I want any sponsors because I like to speak freely. Tucker. Jargons make it your best friend. So people like skin and feel like your skin is so soft. Can I feel it? Look. Okay, I don't like to be touched though. Just like some of you celebrities, they don't like to be touched. But if they are in a touchy feely moment, they will touch you or hug you or pound you. Not like that. Not dap, dap. That's what that's called. This is my best friend. People like you use a lot, and that's why I don't stay ashy. Now in the summertime, limited to one squirt. You have to consume less than what you can produce. So I cannot produce this. Other individuals know how to make handmade lotion and stuff. I wouldn't take it with a grain of salt. They'd be like, it's organic, it's this, it's that. I'm not trying to figure out, so I stick to what I know, and that happens to be Jergens Cherry Almond Original Scent. Oh, okay. Jergens Original Scent Moisturizer helps you reveal deeply luminous, visibly softer skin. This unique formula contains an illuminating hydrolysis blend, as well as nourishing hydrators and our classic cherry almond essence. Provides dry skin with long-lasting moisture, rich hydration for visibly softer skin. That's how they do it in the commercials, y'all. Speaking of, before I get back to this, back in the day, check my time. Back in the day, you used to have this thing called scouting. Individuals to either go to schools or find people roaming at the mall or just like any organic, environment. So that's how people used to get scouted back in the day. Then you go on auditions and I'll do all the other stuff, whatever. Modern times, we now have social media. It could be a blessing and a curse. So take it with a grain of salt. If you're thinking about becoming a full-time YouTuber, just don't follow and take others' advice. Don't be all over the place like I'm all over the place with my channels because this is a hobby. And try to stick with, if you enjoy cooking, stick with cooking. Every once in a while you can do a voiceover or you can show people how you prepare your meals. I don't share my recipes, so you'll never see me doing this. So I'll show you the before and after, and then I'll give you a little sneak peek, basically. Shout out to the real OG chefs. One of my favorites were like Anthony Bourdain and others. So shout out to RTS. People are like, what's RTS? You would know. I mean, ask your uncle, D.L. Hughley, ask your drunk uncle. So if you enjoy cooking, which most Jezebels do not enjoy cooking, that's why when they end up being with someone and they get into a relationship, they stop what they were doing at the beginning in order to get the male that they wanted. So when the male or guy realize, hey, you're not really family oriented, you really don't want to be a mother, and you really don't like to cook, so why am I here? So some individuals are pretending to want to cook because it is. So always be mindful, socially mindful that is, as to which direction you want your channel to go. So as individuals that grow vegetables, they're mini farmers is what I call them. It's individuals. So you stop by just to get Y'all, look, the rat race is at the bottom. Individuals or have their eyes on the finish line, and it has always been like that. So thank you for your thumbs up, and thank you haters for coming by. They always try to like distract. There's no way that you can distract individuals who are focused. Every once in a while, individuals will come out of character to drag asses and to pull edges. This is not going to be one of those moments unless I decide to curse like a sailor. So it's a lot of these wombats. That's what, I didn't make that up. Someone did. He's a former NBA player. He called you wombats, and that's exactly what you are. If they're not fucking with the black men, they're fucking with black women who are productive. We're not doing that. I told you in other videos, they're fucking with white people. We're not doing that. They're fucking with MUA, makeup communities, makeup artists, MUA. When they're not doing that, they'll fuck with politicians and be like, fuck your no, fuck whoever you voted for. Why are you concerned about who individuals vote for in a deep red states if it's none of your motherfucking business? But when it comes to interstate compacts, darlings, we're not taking any mess from blue state regions. Not at all. Not at all. So that's gonna go over the sheep and zombies' heads. Thank you for the dislike, you jackass. Basically. Let's get back into the direction of your channel. So you do not have to pay for, oh, I'll see some individuals be like, oh, I can quote unquote help you build your channel. They're not really wanting to help you build your channel. So be mindful about certain type of collaborations that you do. Be mindful about individuals that you attempt to network with, because all of them are not basically, you know what I'm saying, business minded. They're not savvy. A lot of them are career criminals on social media. That's no secret. And real businessmen and women can spot them because they stick out like a sore thumb. So you're not gonna have real businessmen and women talking about, you know what I'm saying, dirty crypto or speaking about shit that truly doesn't matter unless it boils down to the dollar, i.e. economics, because money makes the world go round. So if you like to sing your heart out. I don't know how to sing, but I know how to write my ass off. And I have limited the amount of information I share in this space right here, because you have a lot of copycats, clones, and chameleons, basically. That would be low vibrational stands. I don't call them celebrities because they're not celebrities. In order to be referred to as a star, mega star, celebrity, which I star, they're still human. You have to have some talent and you have to have longevity, i.e. grit in the game. So then there's other individuals who probably work on automobiles. It's a lot of gamblers who do not know how to fix a car. And for the individuals who honestly be like, you know what I'm saying? Never mind. I don't know how to fix a car. I don't know how to do it, and that's perfectly fine. They're honest about it. What other things? You have people that know how to knit. I forgot how to knit, so I would never be caught doing one of those tutorials. Am I able to relearn? Yes, I am, but I no longer have a passion for it. I used to make little bows and crochet and do all kind of things, make doll clothes and stuff like that. I no longer do that, but I still collect dolls. Some of you have seen the dolls. And the sheep in it, they will not see, they can see them. I will not sit up there and go behind the scenes and be like, here's my doll collection. Or here's the China collection. I'm not going to do that because I don't think sheep and zombies are just like deserving to see anything. Like individuals still have old clippings from newspapers, like real clippings, before news was fake. And they're undeserving, so I do share special moments with individuals behind the scenes, basically. Can't cut the top. What else do I see people do? Oh, some individuals know how to do hair. I didn't drink enough water today. I drank some, not enough. So individuals know how to do hair. Individuals can do nails. Don't be putting, guys don't like that. And some of them are gonna be straight up how guys don't like weave, but it's simple. This don't fuck with them if you don't like weave and if you like natural hair. I've never heard, and you probably see these little gammas. I've never physically or seen a white person talk about people's hair because they know what they like and they know what they don't like. But when it comes to the black gammas, these clowns in the YouTube streets, why are you concerned about women's hair when we're not concerned about your fucking fade that you're getting spray painted and you're in the fucking barbershop for like 3 fucking hours getting hair attached to your head as well? But we're not gonna mention that. And I have that on video. Someone sent the tail. I was like, look at it. Oh, I've seen that, darling, but I can't believe this. Getting whole phase. Take them motherfuckers swimming on the first day. No different from how these individuals walk around with these butterfly lashes, look like you're gonna fly away and take off. Guys, most of them are very simple. But when they are, they will let you know. They'll basically ask you to compromise, and if you can't, be honest. If it's not your hair, don't pretend that, oh yeah, this is my hair, these are my nails. Guys are simple creatures and we're still trying to, you know what I'm saying, understand who they are and where they come from. They're like fucking aliens, basically. We do know they love to eat sourdough bread. I'm working on this. I'm not gonna be a stand-up comedian, but I'm working on being funny. I'm very goofy. I'm very funny looking. Yeah. So they might want to eat sourdough bread. Make sure you exercise because health is wealth. I need a sound effect machine. I need an assistant. I don't need one. I want one. It's so hard doing everything by yourself. You're the camera woman. You're the chef. You know what I'm saying? You know how when people are doing certain type of shows or whatever, you go behind the scenes and you can eat and do all the. What they be serving y'all? Cheese and crackers, darling. That expensive cheese is nasty. That's not for me. And it's perfectly okay. Just give me my Velveeta. Give me my mozzarella ball. And I'm perfectly good. I don't eat a lot of cheese because I don't drink milk. um, yeah, I'm gonna see me pause a lot. I'm gonna probably look away. I told you I'm a little shy. I'm still getting used to the camera. But let's continue. So what do other people do? Besides the automobiles, knitting, showing you that they know how to grow and tend to their land. Because people be like starting gardens and then I'm like, what happened to, because we harvest our food. And it came in handy. During that snowstorm, I was able to do collard greens. Thank you. That was the best advice that I was ever given. You can grow your own. What? I knew that. I've always known that, but I'm like, I'm going to try this. So that's another hobby. I have many. I like to write poetry. I do skits. I know how to write. I'm not as great as other individuals, but hey, heck it. I try. I know how to write music. Individuals should know that. Y'all turn on the radio and y'all have heard things. People be expecting you to say things. It's not always like that. So I don't understand how some of these low vibrational, like, I ain't gonna call them low vibrational writers, be like, I want to be known. Why? Just let other faces be known, and then you get to chill. You get to be able to go to, I used to say Starbucks, but darling, you get to chill. You get to be yourself. You get to be a regular person. You don't have to have TMZ following you around asking you how tall you are. I'm a lawyer. I'm not. And I always get that question. I'm not. I've had the great pleasure to be around a lot of different individuals in various professions. And I greatly appreciate that, and I'm very grateful. So individuals don't know everything because everything is left to the divine and supreme God. I curse like a sailor, but there's not a time or moment in space that I don't make sure, hey, you. I'm pausing because this song bouncing in and bouncing out or whatever. I prefer individuals not to probably receive the notifications. You'll never hear me say like, share, and subscribe. I don't even know who's subscribed right now. I'll be thinking it's aliens, not aliens, Freudians. I'll be thinking it's just algorithms and bots or whatever. or Joe Biden. I don't know. Joe is sleeping. He's like, oh, wake up, sir. Wake up. So I'm saying wake up. There's no fancy flash that individuals can. This is not Men in Black. This is reality. And there's no special flash for individuals to say, hey, get your asses out of your assholes. Snap out of it. Neither do we try. And that's why I encourage people, never try to change individuals' minds because they're going to think the way that they were programmed to think. And we do not blame that all on television. And you have to think, when individuals watch or view, even in the YouTube streets or on TV, television, it reflects what they permit and promote in their real lives. Y'all hear me? You know what I'm saying? I could be, I could be funny sometimes, but for the most part, I'm a serious person. That's why individuals, and I know they receive SSI checks, and I'm like, I'm not checking for you. You're disabled. If someone beat you up or put you on a headlock, or you know what I'm saying, have you going back and forth, and they're gonna be like, oh, it's my disability or whatever. And I know people who are disabled, they don't use it as a crutch. I don't like the word disabled. I told you I'm gonna try to come up with coin something else. But they don't use that as a crutch. But you have a lot of sheep, zombies, morons, scammers, Jezebels use every single thing as a crutch. They're about to be kicking and screaming again, y'all, because that's what they've been doing in real courts is kicking and screaming. Because you shouldn't lie and you shouldn't execute fake documents and present them before any real attorney nor judge, basically. Thank you for the thumbs up, clown. As you know, I'm probably the most hated, me and a few other people in the YouTube streets and on social media, period. So I'm still asking, I'm begging a question. Please present to me what real white supremacy look like, because what I've seen so far, I've seen Jezebels, jealous bitches and hoes, attack certain type of channels or artists or, you know what I'm saying, influencers, when those influencers are not directly nor indirectly attacking them. And she's black. Then they like to attack white people, whatever. What have they done to you? How do they affect your life or how you feel about yourself? That is the question of the day. Why do sheep and zombies, clowns, morons, scammers, fake believe they get to police speech? So I'm not saying that white supremacy never existed, nor it doesn't exist. But how would you know if you do not normally engage nor socialize with a certain type of group of people? And why are you so bothered? So those are questions that I pose because they're logical questions and I'm just want the answers. And every individual is going to have their own answers and responses. I don't generally partake in communicating or collaborating with individuals because it does not benefit me, nor my channel, nor the space that I am. You know, when people cannot create and be innovative, they generally go around trying to poke bears or poke and kiki and fuck with people and stuff like that because they are morally corrupt and bankrupt. And they're also insecure. That's why we call them pick me Jezebels, basically. So you'll never see me here collaborate with individuals nor get on low vibrational panels because it's not becoming. Now, as far as when individuals used to sit up there and like play music that's from the South or whatever, yeah. But as far as cramming a clown down throats, no. No clown gets to tell individuals, i.e., women, what dress size they should wear. No clown should even get into a debate or conversation with someone who is not of, have a similar IQ. And that's what they do right now. Their IQs are so low, and they think that they can engage in destruction, self-destruction. That is, they cannot engage in normal conversations, i.e., dialogue. And that's why they're never invited to my table. So let's see what else. I'm just giving individuals tips because a lot of individuals state that they want to become YouTubers or whatever. Don't quit your job to be a tuber because you will find yourself getting burned out. You'll find yourself trying to keep up with algorithms or keep up with Go viral organically, basically. And don't, even if you go viral, don't make it a habit like, oh, I got Jezebel. Never compete with morons. Let the gammas compete with the gammas. Let the dick suckers compete with the dick suckers. Because I saw a post today. They were like, if you think that if you don't suck dick and you're man or male or not being fat, a lot of guys do not want their dicks and cock sucked. Even white ones, they do not want their dicks and cock sucked. This is not high school. This is grown people shit. I can't believe y'all don't suck dick or whatever. Grown people shit. A lot of guys don't like that. That's why it's important for women to know, or pick-me's to know, what a guy really wants. And you only can get that from listening to guys talk about, chat, basically. It doesn't mean go and interrupt the chats or whatever. That's what feminists do. And that's why I cannot stand them. Some feminists can be cool. I don't think I've ever met one. One of them says she don't fuck with you. It's going to be very interesting to see what type of guy she date, because looking on the surface, I don't see her. I know that she probably want to be with a black man so she could be so pro-black or whatever, but I don't see her being with a black guy because she's probably not out of their league or whatever, but I'm just saying I don't see it. So I don't know if this person is gearing up to come back with a response, but I am just expecting it to be, YouTube is going to be a little bit on fire. It's going to have that little extra spark that it needs. Because, outside the fake news, they ain't really talking about nothing. They don't have any real content going on. Someone got pissed off because they put something from Fox 26 up, and they were mad because they flagged it and wanted to take it. It's their intellectual property, basically. So that's why if individuals don't know about real business, real assets, and all the other stuff, how why are you putting your 2 cents about any type of business 101, economics 101, finance, or bare minimum intellectual property? Is why they probably flagged that channel, because they feel like the clip belongs to them, and if you want to use it, pay for it or get permission. So for the ones who don't care, it's the Black Beef YouTube sector. And we ain't saying white sectors don't do that, but when they do, they keep it moving. After they sit up there and say what they're going to say, they keep it moving. Black people keep beefs going on and because it benefits them for the views, the clicks, and the likes that they really need for the money. Other individuals or regular influencers, they don't have to do stupid shit. They could just get on here and just talk about daily, common day stuff or whatever. They don't have to sit up there and constantly bash or take one another down, but that's what black people do. That is the norm for black plantations, and that's why great recess and divides are very necessary. There are nationalists, like I've told you, in every group and culture. Black people refer to it as boule or whatever. A boule is bread. It's French for bread. That's what Google told me. They just make up anything. Oh, it's the boule, it's the white supremacists, the KKK, it's the this, it's the that, it's the this, it's the that. And I'm like, present the argument, please. Because if you were in real courts, present your argument and make your case. Using it as an example. Because other individuals get confused about real laws that are not up for debate. You always hear black people talk about IVD, i.e. child support. They're never going to speak about paternity fraud and fake birth certificates. And these females know clear and well that they never slept with a black man or male, but they will execute and create a fake birth certificate at Office Depot. That sounds crazy, right? You'll hear the Black Beef YouTube sector talking and complaining about how guys are complaining about quote-unquote IVD. That's because they have to, these Jezebels and these hoes is what I call them. They do not expect men to fight for their rights. So it's easy for individuals to accuse someone, but then they have to spend money unnecessarily. If individuals are not willing to retract and walk stuff back, and that's why you probably hear certain people on YouTube fussing, and they're not fussing, but telling their stories. I'm gonna pause. pause for a second, because these black people find these certain type of discussions amusing. That's because they're so degenerate. That's why I said a great resets and advice are very necessary. Some white people don't understand how all black people don't get along because some of them are degenerates. They don't have any respect for individuals' property. They don't have any respect for individuals' uh, identities. They don't have respect for individuals. We're not going to say opinions. They don't have respect for the law. I guarantee you. How they sit up there talking about black men, or even the black males for that matter, say the word DNA test and they're going to scatter like roaches. And they're going to pile up like some ants and they're going to go off talking that shit about black men. Knowing good damn well that a lot of black men, a lot of them are now single fathers. You'll never hear me just really just like get into the grit or whatever, but I just want black men to know that it's individuals that are fighting for them. It's individuals who know that it's a lot of dirty things. We don't call it corruption because clients, i.e., baby mamas and their baby daddies, have to know state employees who are willing to do their dirty bidding. But you know what they're not going to do? Go before a real judge, because the judge is going to be like, we don't see that in a certain type of department. We don't see that they can even confirm this. They can't refute the false claims, though. So that's why the pygmies and Jezebels are probably going to be attacking the black men. They're going to say, how are you a man and you're paying $50 a month? He's paying $50 a month because he's probably living below the poverty line. He's also probably paying it because perhaps you're receiving money from the government and they have to find a way to offset that. Or maybe individuals are in the midst of litigation and they have to refute false claims. False claims are illegal, you guys. Anytime you write any false claim on a government instrument, it's illegal. So you have people on Social Security, in these YouTube streets on social, that's all they do is talk shit and eat up. Y'all worrying about a food shortage. Ask the obese pigs why they can't stop eating. I'm not being funny. So I'm second guessing, is it truly a quote unquote food shortage? Is the fact that pigs like to consume more than they can produce, faster than what the trucks can bring in? And that is a question. So I'm still thinking about that. I'm like, is it truly a food shortage, or is it because people are being greedy? You remember how when it was like kind of chaotic or whatever, and they went up buying up the tissues? Buying up tissue, buying up the Lysol, buying up alcohol, buying up everything that they never truly actually ever purchased. So then when the supply chain started getting back to par, then you got people selling it on the street. So I don't purchase that type of stuff. People like, you want to buy some detergent? No. I'd rather pay the full price. I'm sorry. Call me stupid, because individuals like to call me stupid. You're stupid. Why don't you sell your masters? You're stupid. Why don't you sell anything? You're stupid. Why don't you work for this and work for your stupid? Mind your business. Not working for the American people. See, individuals got it fucking KKK twisted and thought that, individuals are just, you know what I'm saying, shit, some legal shit, and they're just operating, working for themselves. No. Real movements require, it's not even movements, I'm not a part of a committee. Real movements require a universal common, you know what I'm saying? Universal change, real progress that's going to benefit society as a whole. So the things that our individuals are advocating and pushing for benefits consumers and taxpayers as a whole. FTC, respectfully. I don't know what they'd be wibbly wobbly or whatever. That's not an investigative unit. I say the FTC for a reason, because individuals talking about the article that they didn't even fact check the article to see if it was real or fake. I told you sheep, zombies, and clowns and pygmies off of anything. Talking about car notes and car notes going from 650 to 750. If that's the case, why are individuals living above their means? If they cannot produce more than they can consume. If they do not produce, more than they can consume. No, you don't consume a car or whatever, but why are you driving around in vehicles that you can't afford? Luxury vehicles. that even government employees and other taxpayers and real business people don't often drive. When you see a lot of poor, what is poverty? It's a myth, and that is for sure. Not all aspects of it, but this new age entitlement, it's a myth. If it weren't, they won't be like, look at the gas prices. No, we're gonna look at scammers. Look at the pyramids and the Ponzi schemes when it comes to healthcare. Look at the white people, they're supremacists. No, we're gonna look at you. I hate the government. Give back the social SSI checks then. If you hate and give back the food benefits, give back the cat, give everything back. Well, I hate the police. I understand why you will hate certain base aspects of the government who, you know what I'm saying, at least are, you know what I'm saying, competent. I understand why you would say fuck the government and fuck the police at the same time so that you can wreak havoc in your plant on your plantations or on or against communities or OPM. So it makes sense for career criminals and other types of low vibrational cons to say fuck the government and fuck the 12s, i.e. fuck the police is what they mean, y'all. Not thank individuals who at least attempt to put, you know what I'm saying, make America great. Are there some rotten apples? Yes, and when there are rotten apples, they are dealt with. That's what the legal system is for. Not public opinion, but the legal system. I haven't met any rotten tomatoes who are Leos. I probably met a little slow ones, but I ain't never. Most of them are smart though. They're not dumb. They're not walking around saying, duh, no, they ain't walking around like that. So now they're losing their best educators. They're going to they want taxpayers and consumers to bow down to the career criminals. How's that going to benefit America? How that's going to benefit real equity, real business, where the small business of is General Motors sleeping? Do they have any? Let me tell you this, Mr. Biden. I'm not. I just use Biden as an example. Y'all never want to meet him. Is General Motors CEOs or executives? Do they truly run their shit when it comes to their subpar contractors? And that is the question. We know corporations have real legal departments. Why did information bypass real legal departments only to go get into the hands of individuals who are not attorneys? They're not attorney generals. They're just regular employees who have run off on the plug twice. They got the fuck, y'all. They all they do, they running. They on the run, y'all. Scooby Dooby Doo. This is a fake EIN number, yeah, motherfucker. You want to explain yourself? Shout out to my base fucking Leos, period. Like, you want to explain yourself, motherfucker? Now, that's not how I went off. I went there with a motherfucking pen and pad. So, interviews can take place or occur in different ways. Then one of the motherfuckers stood up. I'm like, sir, I would prefer for you to have a seat because you're not going to stand over here and wield your weight over me as if. I know you might be stronger, but the shit that I have in this notebook is very powerful. Information warfare. People talk about Alex Jones. I say he did his job. You completed your mission, so I don't know if you knowingly knew that you were on a mission, but you can go on to selling your water or sell whatever you sell. Y'all, I had to check that motherfucker, and then I had to check the black chick, bitch. She said, oh, we don't know. You're going to have to get, I say, ma'am, it's labor laws, ma'am. You're not the attorney general, ma'am. You're not the governor, ma'am. You're not even a judge. Let me see the court order, please. Let me look inside the employee's file. And there was none. And there can't be none because when you engage in fraud, Jezebels, and you and your baby daddies, no real judge is going to execute no such order. So let's get back to the shit that we see happening in the YouTube streets. You're going to keep fussing and going head to toe with the black men, but the black men are not the real deadbeats. It's your baby daddies. But are they truly deadbeats? Because you know, if individuals are just working at McDonald's, how much do you expect to get? You want to get what celebrities get? That's not gonna happen. You want to get what NFL players and NBA players get? That's not gonna happen. And I think there really should be like a cutoff when it comes to that. But I don't work for the NBA nor the NFL. We have to change some laws when it comes to that, or make it to where things are balanced. And that's why individuals have to know that real, first of all, real promissory notes, okay, are important. And they don't have those either, because when you use a fake employer's EIN number, then you are knowingly and intentionally attempting to engage in criminal activities and or behaviors. So then I didn't get to finish telling y'all. So then somebody was like, "Cause you never know who you'll bump into." I told you guys, darlings. Oh, if that was why niggas always gotta roll y'all. Why you bitches always gotta roll your neck? Honey, you don't know what type of dirty files that have gone to DC, Virginia, and I'll be back to square one. That's what the big one said. He like, let's take it back to square one. Career criminals ain't gonna knock on his door because they scared that they might get arrested. They will never show up and look him in his face. Say there's something wrong, Houston. So yeah, if that was really Jerry Wallace would know, it would have went to my desk first, truly. Unless you have dirty employees inside of human resources, darling. She was adamant too. Take you and your boot, man. And then she's still yapping. Baby, if I was an attorney, I would love to drag and eat your ass up in court. Yeah, black chick. That's how they get cocky like that. Even the black YouTubers who will fuck y'all and y'all fucking so low vibrational fucking degree that you have. Because if you really want to stand up for black men, or if you really want to stand up for black women, it wouldn't be this. It'll be a level playing field. It'll be some, let's talk about some rules, policies, procedures, and guidelines, as well as the fucking laws. And the laws do matter, America. Bill Clinton used to be icon. The laws matter, America. Glass-Steagall repeal outsourcing our jobs. We got over it. Had to regroup. Individuals know real business are dirty contractors, basically, who are civilian. Now we could easily rock and roll and use our way, but no, we're going to do it the long way. We're gonna take the long walk home. I'm trying to see what's interfering with the broadcast, basically. I know they was like, we just want to take the Irish Canary command station down so she can't talk to the American people and let the American people know, hey, we've been through a lot of hiatus. And it's nothing that God will put on you that you cannot bear. That's why we share stories with the American people, and that's why we listen to rare stories. Fuck the bullshit. And they gonna say that people could fly to DC like this. That's not. We just choose them people are old, so why sit up there and you know what I'm saying interfere with their little parties that they have going on. Individuals don't bother politicians because politicians figure, when, especially when they're senators, if they create bills and things move into legislation and shit is passed, it's it should be SSS, short, simple, and sweet. Just follow the law and enforce, basically. So let me get you back to this article. Oh, this is what I said. Next time stooges attempt to false conquer others' identities and social security numbers versus doing their own labor, think twice. Feelings of entitlement wasn't worth it, or was it? As career criminals were able to gain access to others, authorized access to others' identities, lines of credit, and penny wealth under false pretenses. So it was short lived. Temporary gratifications was not worth it. That's the what we try to tell individuals. If you're gonna reform, stay reformed. When they could have basically worked for what they want. I say it for what the fuck they want. Why do they care? I don't even know if the article is real or fake because I prefer to fact check articles. Does it bother individuals, sheep, clowns, zombies, Jezebels, When they see other people in fancy cars that they cannot afford, instead of, be like, oh, okay, one day I'll be like that. But what's materials? If so, do something about it. And when you do something about it, don't steal other people's money to stunt on luxuries others don't generally purchase, basically. So that is the universal gag. So I have another section. You have these stooges who are female Jezebels. They think they've been manifesting. Look, individuals who are real scientists know about real metaphysics, and then individuals don't have to sit up there and be like, "We're just bad coding." I would have said y'all should have did it better. How is that for cracking the codes or lack thereof? You got these individuals say they're this and that, like they have high. That's the higher power. They are. Well, we're gonna manifest a man. We're gonna make people fall in love. You're gonna put your dirty drawers, y'all, on some voodoo shit or something. Ain't even no voodoo shit, truly. If individuals don't want you, trust me, casting a fake spell is not gonna make a man or a woman come back. Cause you wanna, you know what I'm saying, do silly stuff with your filthy drawers. And they try to push that out there. So we don't care what y'all see on Bourbon Street. That is not New Orleans. So we don't know where these out of towners come from. Individuals don't have to engage nor practice voodoo. And even real scientists know this, man. That's why individuals had to report too, because individuals could operate without supercomputers, and they're like, come and check in, because what exactly is it? They know they don't see any penetrations. They don't see that. But they do know that individuals did not have to rely on a supercomputer. So that's the point of it all. That's gonna go over sheep, zombies, Jezebels. I want my videos to start getting shorter too. Yeah, they'd be like, we gonna manifest a man. Well, make like it and make you build you a build a Pinocchio or something. Then people actually, these sheep actually pay for fake services. They pay to be lied to. And that's the norm for black plantations. So leave them alone. Don't go over there by. They think if they do the most stupid shit on social media, it's gonna garner them some. Keep them not real actors or actresses. That alone can refute the white supremacy rhetoric. We know what black supremacy want to look like, and they're never gonna get that time. Like that's why they're always saying, trying to chastise people. Look, white, look, cop, get on your knees. Y'all know what that mean in real world when you tell somebody to get on their knees, or when these pimps, wannabe pimps, tell you to get on your knees. Bite that dick off. Bite that little gamma dick off. Take a bite out of crown, bite that dick off. Look, look, you white prayer, you better get on your knees. You got your white privilege. They really think the individual's gonna stand for them teaching that type of garbage in schools? Don't go back and forth, pull them out. That's what they used to do back in the day, pull them out. Matter of fact, why are you there? See, I don't like all this school choice, dude. No, you pay in your zip code. Wherever you pay your property taxes should be where you go to school. And we can eliminate a lot of motherfucking unnecessary issues. Because then they're gonna bring up the fact, well, now it's equality, and equality ain't quite where if you have individuals being bussed over or do whatever, and if they feel some type of way because other individuals are driving fancy shit, then that sounds like a them problem. That's not an American problem. There used to be this thing called climb the ladder, not the social ladder. It used to be work hard for what you want. So whatever you want to attain, you work for it. If you want a car, get a car. If you just want some land, get some land. Individuals want other people's lifestyles, no matter the color and creed, and that's what it boils down to. But they don't want to put in the hard labor, Mr. Biden. They don't want to put in the hard labor. Yes. Huh? I'm making a video and it keeps doing something weird. Yeah, people drive passing by just to give me a thumbs down so I could truly see it. I was like, thank you. At least, I can't see the idiots, but I can see the thumbs down. So, and one day we need to work on it. This will really help, like, black men so they can, because I don't know why these black feminists or feminists, period, be thinking, we'll just sit up there and da da da. Nah, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. But yeah, I'm doing it right now. Even my, yeah, talking about this and that. Feminists think they want to run it all. You better go and run them dicks that y'all riding on. If you even riding on dicks, because it's going to be a cold winter for those Jezebels. And speaking of Jezebels, y'all, I know why I was like, people say, oh, they mad because they can't have kids. And that's what the issues are. And they try to make it sound like, oh, I don't want kids. Yeah, y'all wanted them. You just can't have them. So never bring a feminist around a child. She might eat it. Jezebel spirits cannot stand children. They can't stand kids. Hide your kids. Hide your wallets. Hide your penis. Jezebels can't stand little people. Anyway, so when they plantations finish crumbling, it's gonna probably look like a deserted fucking island, basically. When they start running off the good educators, good police departments, good police force, it's gonna look deserted and it's gonna be probably like the purge. Oxymoron. Then they're gonna be like, oh, it's deserted. No one's help. Individuals are not gonna keep helping destitute motherfucking regions rebuild and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. You should be asking the individuals who operate your state where is the money, while you asking DC to cut checks. Taxpayers ain't paying for that. And cut a check. What y'all think y'all could just get bully other people into who's gonna pay for it? We're already $1 trillion in debt. Well, not we's. They say America is. I say America probably ain't, but I just think they can shake up the tree and say, gimme, 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 gimme. Work, 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 work. Entitlement. And then they're not trying to even at least what do you have to offer? Valuable information? Can you do some tutorials? I don't do tutorials because we have a battle going on in academia, and these out of control sheep and zombies and these clowns are very envious and jealous when individuals don't have to skip lines and it actually work for their education. Talking about a pause to August, an indefinite pause, because motherfuckers definitely not paying back those fraudulent student loans. Of course it's going to say PIF. Of course, if you start the money to pay off loans that individuals didn't get. And I blame black people because that's who they were, criminals, working in the financial aid departments. Why are you saying that? Because I'm going to keep letting people know what happened. And you got other job turkeys want to make an excuse for that. Y'all seen the other jackass on Instagram? He worked in the financial aid office in Atlanta, flying flaunting out other people's social security number and money. That's the gag of it all. And I don't know what weird shit going on in Atlanta, but y'all keep y'all dirty shit to yourself. When you talking about all of Atlanta, just like when you talking about all of Louisiana, just like we might be talking about all of Washington State, because that state is filthy. It's filthy and it's dirty. Filthy and it's dirty. So y'all might not have a good selection when it comes to men or women. And when you do, that means you're not going to, you know what I'm saying, probably fraternize with low hanging fruit and barbarians. Like Andre Williams, Mechalada Jones, Kendrick Ramon Pittman, and a Tia. What a number of aliases. And y'all, please get the rat. The rat just keeps coming out, girl. You dated a married man. You know that man didn't want you. You gotta do two different types of married people. One that want a divorce because their wife cheats on them, and the other ones that's never gonna leave their wives. So you had one of those, and you were stupid because you got knocked up and had a baby. Then you ran from Sodom and Gomorrah of Atlanta, and you went to shit California. And she's so weird, y'all. That's why I be telling the white people and black, but like, look, white people, look how moronic these fucking Jezebels or Jezebel spirits will try to suck and drain you dry, y'all. So I be telling y'all, y'all gotta sit on their platforms, panels. They ain't talking about shit. Talk about, I could show you how to make $1 million, darling. Show me the $1 million that you have made. I have many businesses. Show me one of them. Talking, I am not, sergeants are not priests, darling. So I advise you to stay in your lane or go and play with uh bomb or something. Go and play with somebody, bitch, because people are not trying to play with you. And your mom must be scandalous as well, because you don't seem like you had much, any type of motherfucking guidance. So yeah, go and tell Mr. Jap to get that hoe, that get that rat. Get that rat. Ain't nobody, if people are unbothered about you, stay in your lane. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is what she be doing. I'm gonna read the other section to y'all later. And you sitting up there talking. If I was priest, I told you what priest should do. First of all, get a DNA test and make sure you go to the court to do it, because it's a lot of scamming going on. People know how to print fake DNA tests or whatever, but if you're gonna print one, at least let it match people's names. That's how I know these hoes be out here glitz not going to their GED classes. You're gonna lie about who the daddy is, you're gonna put another daddy on there. Oh, Joe Biden need to let y'all see some of them dirty records, y'all. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, she still wanna sit up there and play games or play with yourself or go and play with your mama hoe. Ain't nobody got time to play with you. And she a sucker for all them little I don't know what y'all got going on in Black Beef YouTube sectors besides fucking and sucking each other, but keep that low vibrational debauchery, debauchery. Keep it in y'all lanes, cause ain't nobody checking for y'all. And like that lady from Harvard said, uh we ain't fucking you. Or I don't fuck with you. Men don't want to watch content that helps them become better men. Men can watch any type of content that they want to watch, and I don't recommend watching the low vibrational beef YouTube sector. Uh, feminine femininity coaches are women who are teaching other women how to become what, scammers. Because if you're a coach and you're not married and you're single, what do you know about what knowing what it takes to maintain a relationship or health a relationship? I don't care what the gender is. And who's gonna listen to someone with fucking thug marks on there? And I know that I have tattoos. With your tattoos on your throats, and you really think somebody's supposed to take you seriously? And if that's what works for the black beef, you let it work. Others do not care because we do not associate with those type of people. To say that successful women can't find a decent man, yes they can. The obese pigs are like the simps, and they have to pay for a male or a female. That's why they are called simps and sugar mamas. Sugar daddies are the simps. Sugar mamas is the cougars, or the cougars. It's okay to want something more than just laying up with a man or whatever. A man is not just gonna let you just lay up. Most men do not just want pussy, and when they do, they're a fucking clown and a simp. If you just want to smell pussy or lick pussy, you're a simp and you're a clown. Smelling and licking and fucking and sucking and pumping and dumping is not how. That's not how bills get paid. This is not high school. Most of these hoes act like they're still in high school, but we know that we're probably the type of hoe that you couldn't sit at the table even in high school. Saying, I cry for my son every Father's Day. I don't ever want him to feel my pain. You ran to California, bitch. And I'm just being honest. And you bragged about how you was going to run to California so it can make it harder for him, someone who already didn't have a job, to come and visit his child if it's really his child. And you probably will hope that that little boy have a disability so you can get a check. Do y'all know that most black people like individuals to like their kids to come out slow or something like so they can get a check, anything to keep them to where they don't have to do anything. That is the most disgusting thing ever. And even when nothing is wrong with the kids, oh, I want you to have autism. Oh, I want you to be a little slow. I want you to be on a little short bus or what. Then they get mad at real assessments and stuff because people are not going to be creating fake assessments. And that's only going to hurt the child in the long run, but it's going to benefit the scammers and their mammies. And black men do a lot of shit. I've never so far seen black fucking men or the males, the deadbeat males, sit up there and be like, oh no, if anything, they want their children to be able to run around like a child, rather be confined to a wheelchair. And then shit, women are trained to be misogynistic. Why? Because we do not tolerate you pick me, Jezebel, whores, sluts. Yeah. And not all single mothers are horrible, but when they are, they look like you, child. And other hoes in the YouTube streets. That's what they look like. That's why y'all bitter because you can no longer run government scams. So anyway, individuals like fuck Father's Day. Father's any type of day is supposed to be a day to celebrate and a day to rejoice. We don't need people to say, "Oh, this is Easter. This is that. This is that. This is that." You don't need that. They need that Juneteenth, which they can have. Seriously, they can have that. And feminists are all the same. They always flirt with guys who are not even interested in them. Y'all can have y'all Juneteenth, definitely. And feminists wonder why they get rejected because you hate men. Then you thinking, well, we'll just divest and go, white men ain't taking this shit. So the same shit that black men ain't taking, white men ain't taking this shit either. White men are more like black fucking people than what you think. We're more alike than different. White people like to compromise. Okay, darling, well, let's seal with it. And some of them will not compromise, and they're not gonna take no foolishness and no bullshit, especially cheating and shit like that. Well, we'll just spend his money and we're gonna pretend to like them, no matter if they're black or white. And then we're gonna run off on a plug twice, as if people don't know if you are a scammer. And I said it to say this because white people don't take shit either. So y'all see the lies that's being fabricated in YouTube streets, but we're just gonna divest away. If a white man don't see you respect a black man, what make you think that he is going to want to be with you, sleep with you, procreate with you? And I don't promote divestment, but at the same damn time, people wherever you live at, if it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, benefit society and benefit you, do what you have to do. So then you have the pro hotels, they mad or whatever. Even if black females get mad or whatever. If a black guy wants to date who they, I don't care who guys date. If that's their preference, it's their preference, especially if they've gone to school with a lot of white people. Their preference may never be a black woman or a black female. And that's perfectly fine. What y'all think y'all can beat people in submission? But with all that, we're gonna get your passport. Clowns, get your passports because what did they? We don't fuck with y'all anyway. We don't fuck with you. We're gonna get our passport. Get the fucking passport and stay gone. Shit, go back to Africa. Fuck, we'll get our passports and fuck with what third, third world chicks. Who cares? They just want your money. It's only for select few that will really love you. But when they sit up there and get Americanized and see these hoes taking their tail feathers, what you think they want? They're going to want to do the same damn thing. It doesn't take rocket science. And that's why it's important for individuals to love each other for what's in here, not the money. Fuck your six figures. I literally tell people, fucking cram your money up your fucking ass. If they're complete dickheads, fuck you, cram the paper up your fucking ass. It can burn. It's combustible. But what's in this right here? Priceless. So yeah, that hoe and bitch, y'all know who I can't stand because all you hoes is blocked. I probably blocked like 3 to 5, but maybe 10,000. I stopped counting. Same such with Twitter. Everybody get blocked. I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for the bullshit. And no, you cannot be unblocked even when you want to talk some sugarcoated shit because all y'all asses do. You're pretenders and you're frauds and you're scammers. So I be telling veterans, stop falling for these low vibrational YouTube. They just want your money. They think that every vet is stupid, retarded, slow, and dumb. But they found out the hard way that base side of fucking art, we ain't taking no bullshit. Let me stop cursing. Even though I like to, because last time's job motherfuckers try to put people's likeness and their voice on their fucking stream, and we did not ask to come over there. And last time individuals tried to sit up there thinking they're discussing politics, they got railroaded. And then Andy was like, you married? Well, you have a baby. I see the baby bump. Is you where's your ring on your finger? This and that. Why people have that ring? Just like people say, why is the ringer under that? It's so many goddamn. Look at the divorce rate in black plantations. I'm gonna wear my ring on this right hand. I was trying to dictate some shit. So that girl came over there, not Kiki on that. Individuals came over there thinking they're discussing Trump, discussing the future for the future of Black America. Y'all worrying about who knocked her up, but y'all have a hard time telling the government where your baby daddies is. Y'all know where he at. He in Section 8 house. He's knocking you up 5, 6, 7 times. You're having all these kids. He's probably a serial cheater. He don't want you in the first place. He just needs someone to lay his head. And people don't badger people. People have to want better for themselves. And it's a lot. It's gonna be a few times you're gonna hit you. You know how many times for you? I see people all the time. Damn, I made a wrong decision, but I have a chance to make it right. No difference. Look at Tommy Williams, Wendy Williams' brother. I like to use people as examples because look at him. He thought he was just like, okay, love is love. We're just going to invite everybody on a panel. And look how they railroad him. Accused the man of being gay. I don't know if he gay or straight. I don't care. But he opened up his platform, leave his platform. Oh, I mean, open up his panel, leave it open so that regular people can sit up there, talk, and chat to each other, chat with each other. And then y'all go fucking with him as well. Because y'all don't think he have it in him. He was raised to keep it calm. Don't think that the nigga don't have it in him. Don't think that other people like celebrities don't have the shit. Stay with the shit. They just know that they are held to a higher standard because Tommy Williams cannot be on, you know what I'm saying, knocking motherfuckers out. So he chose to swim in his swimming pool. Black people are disgusting. That's what I got to say. Not all of them, but most of them. Very disgusting. And white liberals truly think we want any parts of that. It's 2022. It's 2022 and let's make like this 1901 where everybody had their own land and property with deeds in their hand. They don't have to worry about mingling and socializing with barbarians who can't stand them and hate them and tell them to get out the project. And when they do, we don't fuck with you. So just like slavery is a choice, so is extreme poverty. I don't know where the hell Kanye somewhere hiding his damn face. You go back to Tim's and you tell Harvey Levin how slavery was a choice, sir, and if you cannot, not on Team Green's though. And be like, I apologize. I'm so sorry because I just interfered and interrupted the girls' chats. And I can't even thoroughly explain myself as to how slavery was a choice. I'm a lawyer, man. That's Harvey Levin's tagline. So yes. 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 And y'all never try to convince ugly pygmies that they are not ugly. Normally, back in the day, you'll be like, "Oh, you're beautiful." You're not beautiful inside out. I don't know who lied to you. Some of you are very fucking. And when I say mean, no, people are mean to others who are mean to them. Some ugly motherfuckers will literally crawl out of bed, be looking all stank face, going to the store with a bonnet on their head, and be having the audacity to just have their nose turned. Bitch, you have on a bonnet. You have a bonnet on your head. You look like you're still in fucking pajamas, not short shorts, but in pajamas. And you have them big ass, well grown ass women walk around with them fluffy ass slippers. No man is checking for that. You look like little, what's that little thing? What's that kitty thing? Hello Kitty? How's that for kitten heels? You look like Hello Kitty. Now I know I like my Betty Boop. You think I'll wear a Betty Boop shirt on the first date? Or to a mixer? And the moment you can make a guy and a girl laugh, y'all, the moment you can make them laugh, then you gotta be constantly aware. People love to be entertained. People love to laugh, basically. But yeah, ain't no. I like to say it like this because this. Well, it's not slang, but it's like ebonics. Ain't no real man checking for no Hello Kitty bonnets on your heads. People when they are not single, they probably can walk around a little bit, get away with a little bit more because they're not checking for nobody and they don't want people checking for them. They want to be as unattractive as possible. They want to turn individuals off to the point to where they don't even say, "Are you single or taken?" And look at the ground, y'all. Don't give eye contact. That way you don't have to explain why you can't give your number out. Because some of these pick me males want to be side niggas. Even if you was a side nigga, how can you benefit a real motherfucking bitch? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm never gonna be a politician. I sucked at this shit. People like, you're a part. No, I'm not. You've never seen me on not a TV like that. It's out there just like take them swimming on the first date. These butterfly lashes. Twist 2022. If you're asking what the fuck have to go, I wish the out man look. These lashes. And I've worn lashes 3 times, but they're natural. I've never done it on here. Like if I'm going to events, I put a lash on. People like, you should do this. And I'm like, okay, but niggas ain't really checking to see your for lashes. Yeah, try to turn them off. If you're not single, you could do any. Just turn them off. Don't say anything. You could just dress weird or something, or walk around like Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Scooby Dooby Doo, and they won't talk to you. They'll think you're retarded. But the pick me Jezebel males, they're probably like, oh, that bitch probably getting an SSI check, so we might want to fuck with her retarded ass. Not retarded as that, but y'all know. I'm gonna find a word, y'all. I'm still working on it. Just why I got Scooby Dooby Doo and bark, roof, roof, huh, roof, roof. Or just act like you don't speak English. When they be like, what's up? Oh, like, no habla, no habla inglés. And they might like that shit. Some of you motherfuckers, that's why they need to stop capping in these fucking streets. Because y'all know. Now, people don't put people on blast in real time and stuff, but because that's not becoming. But look, just know that they out here truly. In what year did becoming a side nigga? When did that become hot? Cause I'm floored. They're like, oh, I'd be a side nigga. Now back in the day when people dating different people, not sleeping with different people, be like, which bill do you want to be? The electric, light bill, water, gas, like shoe bill? No, not tennis shoes, heels. Which bill do you want to be? Dinner. I know how to make y'all. Yeah, if y'all ever get turned on by someone and then they do something stupid to turn you off, just be like, oh, pick the most expensive fucking restaurant to go to when they can't accept no for an answer, and I promise you that you never have to worry with them asking you on another second date, on a second date. Make that bill so astronomically fucking high to where they forget who you are and what's your name. Because some people can't take no for an answer. Real men, they can take no for an answer. Hey, you just want to be a jump off? Yeah, be a jump off. You just want to be in a relationship? Yeah, relationship. But everybody have to be on the same accord. You can't bully people, you pick me's, into being in a fucking relationship nor a marriage. Both sides have to want it. And when someone fuck up, if they fuck up horribly and cheat on their wife or cheat on their husband, you deserve to be kicked on your ass. Anyway, y'all, speaking of ass, what was I gonna say? These motherfuckers been walking out the courts crying though, and that's word on the curb. People been reporting stories. What is that? Prenup. I guarantee you ever ask one of these motherfucking pick me Jezebel, just ask them. Now, just ask any of them. They ain't gotta be a pick me. Oh, would you ever sign a prenup? And if they be like, hell no. Nah. Leave. Let it burn. Leave. Get. That's not my tagline, y'all, but I thought it was funny. But I don't sound as funny as the white person when they do it. Like, get out and save yourselves. Prenup better be your best friend, especially when they don't come from nothing. Make that your best friend, and you'll know whether or not someone really loves you for you. Make that prenup. Get that prenup. I say make it. Get that prenup, and then you'll determine whether or not you truly want to invite outsiders who are not used to a motherfucking thing. So that's the gig on that. And why are individuals, that's gonna have to be, no, I'm gonna say that, and this is the Q&A. Why do they have these individuals coming out acting as if they truly put in the work to lose weight, and come to find out they got what is it? I don't even BBLs and booty injections and all kind of stuff, gastric bypassing up. They think that when they get surgeries to help them lose weight, it's supposed to boost their self esteem, but you're already supposed to be whole, because then the attitude is gonna be so funky. But then when a black man or a person or a black Jezebel male be like, let me see your childhood picture, let me see how you really used to be, and you showing them like you used to weigh 500 or 600 pounds. First of all, they ain't gonna try to check and try to knock you up. They probably run after that. And that's why honesty is the best policy. I know truth hurts, but honesty is the best policy, because you have a lot of people doing it the easy way. They don't want to go into the gym. They don't want to do that. No, 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 no. And then they be coming out telling people, telling a black man, well, I like Chanel. I like this. I like that. He probably don't give a fuck, because he's probably wondering, like, you have all that. Let me see your childhood pictures. Lying to their subscribers saying, I can show you how I've lost weight, and I can show you too. They remind me of infomercials. You know how they say on infomercial, if you purchase it, then you receive it in the mail and the shit don't work. Just be a box of bullshit. Yeah, be lying about, oh, I can show you how to lose weight. Show it in real time, because some of you hoes be cheating. You cheat and you fake it till you make it. And I don't think that, and even the males are doing that. That's so stupid. Just sitting up there just acting like you losing weight or putting the weight in. Come to find out a doctor is gluing your six packs on you. The fuck out of here. Boy, it's so much bullshit going on in these YouTube streets and on social media, period. I just say filter it out. That's what others have to do. Filter, block. That's how you filter and block it out. Yes. Yeah, so a lot of people, if they stay more concerned about who they fucking sucking, pumping, dumping, or whatever, they won't have time to focus on other people who really ain't truly don't care about them. These scammers, they figure social media, oh, quick check, quick check, quick check, quick check. What are you gonna do for the Klondike bar? Now, I'm not talking about the real influencers who have real meet and greets, who have, giveaways for their subscribers, or individuals who might pay their moderators when they start getting those big old YouTube checks. So yeah, it's a whole it's a whole grass monkey motherfucking minstrel show, I tell you. So I want to recap, and I don't even know why black men who are actually successful, why would they entertain and protect or permit or promote any type of dysfunctional, toxic channel? But that's just a question. That's just a Q&A. I don't tell people, oh, go here, don't go here. I let people learn for themselves. And individuals who are money hungry are going to show you their true character. And 9 times out of 10, the money hungry ones are going to act like the ones from third worlds. That's why they can't be trusted ever. They're liabilities. They're not assets. They're liabilities. That's what they are, liabilities. They also have a low attention span. And yeah, thumbs up. You could thumbs up 50 times. That's what I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's just so low vibrational, y'all. And this is the norm. This is why black people wonder why they can't progress. It's because they act the same way they do on social media. That's why. That's why they can't progress. Ain't no white man with his foot on your neck. We're not saying sometimes that's not possible because it is, but we don't see white people really truly checking for you like that in 2022. We don't. We see a lot of individuals interested in the same thing, paying bills. And just don't worry about what kind of bills other people are paying because you need to be focused on paying your own bills and be focused on how you're gonna better your life. That's what the universal point of it all is. And people not here to chastise people. I don't be on here. Oh, we're gonna give you advice to make your how you have these little gurus, or we're not here for that. And only God, if you're not focused and you're not ready, just no different from if someone is not ready to kick a drug habit or kick an alcohol problem, then you're just never gonna be ready. And I'm pretty sure black people can relate to this when you go to your home state and you can see the same person still need the same motherfucking tree. You can pre-predict what they're gonna do, where they're gonna be at a certain time with that beer in their hand, sitting on a paint bucket or a wash bucket. And some of them keep it so real, honestly, never mind because they try to just sit up there and be like, don't do it. The test is, I don't know what's going on with my broadcast. Saying the test is here. The test has been here for quite some time. Other individuals who can think for themselves and who possess common sense pass the test. Test that they created as they compete against themselves rather than trying to compete against the machine or a beast or laws. Can't compete. uh-uh. Yeah. Then these clowns be thinking if they give people compliments, I don't know how you girls think, chicks, whatever, but do you killing it? Do you like compliments? And when they cheesy, what do? You ever heard a stupid cheesy pickup line? You could have kept that, buddy, to yourself. Anywho, you have a weirdo who, and he may very well. That's why I say, y'all, leave the sheep and the zombies, leave the herds and the cults alone. Leave them alone and let them be. They're gonna be stuck on stupid. It's always been like that since 1901. How a narcissist gonna give advice about a narcissist, or that's like a pedophile giving advice on how to beware from a pedophile. The fuck? Make it make sense, America. I reform narcissists, and that's why no matter the gender, you are dangerous to yourselves. And narcissists will generally date other narcissists and be with them, and that's why they're always miserable. That's why what's in here matters. People like, oh, people are beautiful, this, that, that. Guys do not like high maintenance bitches. If you like, I say once you want to, if you want to go get your hair done every once in a while, guys are not checking for your hair. They want to mess it up. That's what they really want to do at the end of the day. Oh, my hair costs 300. Knock out Brazilian in it, darling. And then you're gonna be like, oh, don't touch my hair, don't touch my hair, don't touch my hair, don't touch my hair, don't pull a hair, don't pull a hair, don't touch it. So yeah, I'm just sitting up there like, oh my, these people. They're sheep and zombies. And they like to exploit themselves, so let them exploit away because it gets very tiring. Y'all don't see the Zeus TV and all that other stuff. Don't watch that bullshit though. Miserable. All they do is exploit themselves, and we're not exploiting themselves, they exploit children. And it's very disgusting. But then they wonder why they are so quote unquote depressed. I don't need anyone who's quote unquote going through fake depression telling other individuals how not to be depressed if they themselves have not mastered how not to be depressed. They're depressed because they're always obsessed with other individuals' lives. No differently from how they're obsessed with white people. It is disgusting. Where is the self love? That's the question. You focus on yourself, you will not have to worry about what Bali Sue and Karen is doing. I say Bali, Billy Sue, Billy and Sue. And individuals who are feminists think they can match that fake feminism. They can't because they hate men. They hate black and white men. They hate men. And the only difference between we don't say conservative versus liberal or did it. No, the only difference between base white people is the fact that nah, you're not gonna have that bullshit interjection of this. Nah, you're a man and a woman for a reason. That's gonna fall over heads with you if you know what I'm trying to say. Not even trying to say. Learn how to read between the lines. It's only one group that'll sit up there and let a man be disrespected. Jezebels, the black Jezebel males, the clowns, and the female Jezebels don't count. Like they be like, who's gonna protect it? No, you chose the Jezebel spirit, and you're gonna have to live by the sword and die by it. Only one group out of all the groups will allow for a productive black man to be disrespected. Now, don't put yourself in the same cluster and category if you're out here talking shit, because then it's not going to apply to you. But if it doesn't apply, then let the shit fly. Because when you assume, make an ass out of you. And why do I hope, I ain't going to say hope, because it doesn't take rocket science. I'm going to say this for the 50th time. I know that real mathematicians are smarter than me, and I'm grateful for that because I don't want to be as smart as a mathematician. Some of them people have, little crazy quirks about them. Real scientists are smarter, some of them. Only a dumb person feels inferior to someone who is smarter than them or who have a higher IQ. So never surround yourself around individuals who are envious and jealous of your intellect. That's the point of it all, darlings. Individuals are not walking around saying, yeah, I have a high IQ of 200 or 180. Because a lot of individuals with a high IQ might not have common sense or whatever. That's why balance is important. And when someone is truly dumb, they'll dummies like to sit up there and fake debate and stuff. Give me your statistics, i.e. stats, and they have none. And when they do, it's manipulated and it's fraudulent. They've lived a lie for about 400 years. So all these lies have caught up to the plantations. They're like, look at the high gas price. No, we're going to look at you. We're going to be concerned about them, but hold on for it. We want, finish talking. Look at the white supremacists and the KK. No, we going to look at you. Look at the black men and the black. No, we want to look at you scammers. I think I love when they say they fuck the government and fuck the police. I think I like that part. Then you have dummies who don't even know how to use air quotes properly. Like, good. Good. You're trying to mimic and mock and do everything. Because evil cannot create, so they will imitate art. In Q&A, individuals ask or beg the question, does art imitate life or does life imitate art? Life does not imitate art. This is a real life Truman show. Then they think the other individual, they're making other individuals the butt of the jokes. The only thing that they're proving is they're weak weasels They're not real creative. They're very lazy, basically. That's why their content sucks or whatever, and they sound robotic because all they do is sit up there and talk about the same, no solutions ever. And that's pretty sums up the black plantations. It never be like, so what's the solution? Well, I just figured we'll just be saying this for the 15 years and just talking about the same thing, hoping that we'll just trick the next audience and trick the next audience once we burn out the rest of the audiences and just keep it going like that, just so they can get some donations. The fuck? Leaving their subscribers to feel empty and more weak than what they came, or than how they came to them. And that's what the point of it all is. That's why I said protect your energies. You don't need a fake spiritual guru to tell you to protect your energies. You don't need monkeys sitting up there talking about not to be confused with animal cute. I told y'all monkeys are cute and they're very smart. They're smarter than dummies. I'd rather sit up there and watch a monkey play in a cage because eventually that monkey is going to realize, hey, I can't bite the fucking hand that's going to give me the fucking banana, i.e., bite the hand that feed me, and I can't keep throwing shit at other monkeys who might have to be, might have to protect me if we're in a wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Individuals don't look at it like that. The sheep, zombies, morons, gamblers, pigs, clowns, Jezebel, spirits is what I call them. It's all about the short temporary gratification. Come on, man. Not longevity. They want to get in and get out. They're not passionate. And when they fail at something, they have to blame all of society, darling. Make it make sense. Oh, I suck. I can't remember my lines. Can you feed them to me? Hell no. They truly be in their feelings. Oh, it's just not. No, it's just if you should have read your script and you should remember your fucking lines. So we just gonna have to drop out of this debate, and it's gonna be a hell no to the fifth power. So let's get back to these hoes. These hoes be like, I could tell you about a bit, ma'am. If I done seen real businessmen and women in action, if you don't even have one legitimate business, because you remind me of Felita Hannah Poole. She like to create fake assessments and write off big old bills and be like, here, pay me. And we're like, that's fake. That would be Jordan Peterson community. Because she's brag about being some type of counselor, this, that. Nobody asked you for your services. And then it's illegal to render false services which are not which are not authorized. People are like, how many scams, how many leaks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Pop? And tomorrow I'm gonna come on here for a part 2. It's gonna be about some posts that I've seen or whatever, and it's very, very low vibrational. This is absolutely false. It is false. What's false? Boy, I ain't got time for you because you be with the shits. You bees was the shits. You bees. I cannot believe so. Y'all never gonna hardly ever see me get into like Roe versus Wade or anything, but individuals, black people. First, they said that there are not a lot of them in the population, and white people have have outpaced them. And then they say, oh, white people not having that many families. They say a lot of serious contradictory shit. Then they say white people are the oppressors, and they say that they're the slaves, and they're captive, and they've been taken to their homeland from Africa. But then when you ask Africans if that's their relative, they be like, I don't know them, what tribe are you from? And they're like, no, we did not get on that boat. So then they're actually advocating to slaughter and murder their children. And they still want me to believe that white supremacy is as rampant as they try to fake believe that it is. What is this, Zombie Land? I'm not gonna repeat it, but sheep and zombies will really have you thinking that you are the foolish one. White people aren't really having that many kids. Oh, white people are the supremacists because they outnumber us. That's why we're minorities, and we want to be screaming and saying we want to slaughter and kill these children. And they're never gonna talk about How to prevent reckless sexual behavior. They talk about others want to be you know what I'm saying? Practice eugenics, but they're screaming and marching, saying they want to be able to, I guess, kill a child. You know what? And I've been telling y'all this since 2014. I think we're dealing with a lot of rejects, i.e., crack babies. So that's what we're probably dealing with some shit like that. Because there's no way in fucking hell it could be so many dumb motherfuckers in on this earth. I was so green. I did not know how many. I did not realize how many dumb motherfuckers existed. You yourselves can listen and be like, Trump is a racist. Trump, cha 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 cha. Play the damn violin. Shit, get the violins out. Play the violin. I don't know how to play the violin. Others know how to though, y'all. They play several instruments. That's why I'm gonna be like, here's a tip. Here's your tip. I know a lot of people that sing music and all the. I don't think I need your tip on. Music is not my passion. I don't know. Trying to. What kind of fucking bad? Who's writing these scripts? Because it's not giving what it's supposed to give. All we do know there's a lot of stupid and dumb people out here, and stupid and dumb people never get along with smart people. Stupid and dumb people convince you that the earth is, I mean, the sky is falling and the sky is actually, you know what I'm saying, green or something. I mean, so actually try to convince you that they are so systematically and systemically oppressed, even though they promote and permit self inflicted oppression and slavery, i.e., the slave mentality. Then they get mad and call black people coons when they think outside the box and be like, yeah, we might have had it rough or whatever, but when you strap your boots up, try to pick yourself up or pick yourself up, then you're referred to as a coon. And if white people choose to be nationalists or any other group choose to be a nationalist because they don't want outsiders in, because you're excellent at destroying everything that you touch. You gotta keep it real. Even black people know this. Then they're called white supremacists. They're good at name calling, y'all. They're real good, but when you call them a name, then it's a problem, quote unquote. Then it's a problem when you call them names that they call, you know what I'm saying? When they call you a name, you call them a name back, then you're the problem. If a fat person, you know what I'm saying, wants to bully you and you're just like, swallow a fucking watermelon, then you're the problem. I'm offended when people ask me if I want a piece of watermelon. I'm offended. I'm allergic to that shit. And people be like, well, you're not black enough. Well, I guess I won't be black enough because I can't munch on a motherfucking cold, fucking juicy watermelon. And I'm not black enough. You're the problem, America. You're definitely not the problem. It's the dumb motherfuckers who are the problems and have the same access to the same education if they stop running their good educators off. And if they stop sitting up there telling people it's good for a male to be dressed with a skirt on. We're not saying it is and it ain't, but you permit what you promote. And only one group of individuals, that's why I tell y'all, masculinity, when it comes to real men, we're not talking about the gamblers. We don't have to talk about them because we do not communicate with gamblers. Masculinity is the beast. Because they like the scam. They love to scam. So I say, okay, y'all better just watch out. We're not gonna say who the scammers are, but you should know at this point in time in space, darlings. So then the scammers that disappear for a while, they'll even fake their debts. Figure out another way to scam. Scammers always figuring out another way to get their money, man. So you always gotta figure out a way to protect your assets, man. Why people don't know what it's like to be an heir of anything, whether it's a penny. Why are they concerned about other people's wealth? No, they talking about Chad. That Black Panther was for y'all. It was not for me. That was not a reflection or representation of the Negroes. They empowered them so much. If it was so empowering, why haven't you came up with a master plan as to how to get your fucking lives together? How's that for Kryptonite? But that's you always see them talking about. They be really going at it. Oh, this celebrity work is more. Their wealth is more. That it ain't your wealth. You're not the heir. Why do you care? Here or there. Why do you care? Sam, I am. Why do you care? Green eggs and ham. I just find it to be very funny. I be making people crack like, oh, what the fuck, Dr. Seuss. Now they say get rid of the Dr. Seuss books, but let's do some sucking and fucking and let's read this to the kids. No. And stop paying all that attention. If you're in a blue region, they want, you know what I'm saying, to promote all that debauchery and sucking and fucking in the schools, then just pull your kids out. I wish when we say protect the borders, do states need to just go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Where's the secession at already? The others weren't like that because it would be like Katrina. Oh, you're not crossing these borders. They didn't understand. See, when white or black people speak and they live that country life, you gotta listen. So individuals from certain regions was pissed off because they didn't understand why individuals were protecting their states and also protecting their county lines. So they was like, we don't want that over here. Not from New Orleans, and I understood it. Why didn't they want it? Because looting, fucking up buildings, breaking into stuff, da 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 da. We have to keep it real. Oh, no, they told you you can't cross over, and they meant that shit. Just like governors had to give permission to other governors, hey, you're gonna open up your state. And Alabama, I think, was the first ones to say, yes, we're gonna open either Alabama or Mississippi. We're gonna open up the states and we're gonna see how motherfuckers act and behave. And if it get to a point to where they can't act and behave, then we're gonna say shut this shit down and you gotta go. Other individuals didn't understand why people were defending a property line. They not the property state lines, the county lines, and the territories, and say y'all gotta stay over there. I didn't realize there were so many students. You see, when you're in class, you can tell who the dumb individuals are. You can tell, who the lazy ones are because they're always asking and begging you for answers when they did not, you know what I'm saying, participate in the studying. But they always want to, you got the answer to, and just give them the wrong answer, y'all. That's what you do. Give them all the wrong answers. And maybe they'll learn their lessons and maybe they'll want to do their own homework. Man. Motherfuckers who don't have any type of fucking real substance to talk about, that's the main ones who are the fucking the not only scammers, but they're also like to spread disinformation. They always engage in low vibrational behaviors that's very toxic to the black plantations. Because black communities are not fucking checking for you like that. And just know that. Just think back in the day when people tag, can I have the answer? So you could have it all right. You finna fail this whole test. And the teacher is going to know. Make it make sense. Entitlement. So let's see. Never trust individuals who come from absolutely motherfucking nothing. Don't trust individuals who do not have just an ounce of self-love and respect and morals. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can't trust them. You cannot trust them. It's always who dragging who, and they wonder why. We don't have to wonder, Houston. I always wonder why certain folks don't get ahead because you're always worrying about what other people are doing, who's dragging who's beefing with who, why are you beefing with people, why are you checking for people who are basically trying to check for three branches. I ain't gonna say try because three branches are not non-existent. That's what career criminals want law-abiding citizens to think, and individuals are going to exercise every single right in a way they deem fit. Congress. This is gonna be the catch-22 because you know career criminals be like, I's crazy. I's need a social security check so I can get a check for $1,000, $2,000. Oh, but I's want to be able to carry a gun. I's want to be. You can't have it both ways. So are you crazy? Do you need inpatient and outpatient? Do you need it or not? And I yield back. No, I just want to play crazy for a check, but I just want to make it make sense, America. Squandering your tax dollars that comes out of your paychecks or your taxes. Waste, fraud, and abuse hurts the American people as a whole, and it also fucks up economics unnecessarily. Financial Ponzi schemes, fraud can happen in various ways. And you know what, man? Yeah, the base side of the government is on it. Forget titles. It's all about ethics and integrity. It's also about morality and standing up for what's right versus what's wrong. I told you guys 2014 ongoing ones. We come out, we're gonna come out swinging. That's what we do in the deep red states. We're gonna come out making career criminals feel every single regret that they bit the hands that fed them. We're gonna come out and reclaim our time. So I keep saying we the people are the solid, most powerful three words that you, the American people, will ever hear. So career criminals, morons who have no respect for the law, fake believe that they can bully you into submission, fake believe that they can make you take a knee, fake believe that they can make you beat yourselves up. Yet you, the American people, are still standing. They know these shippings honest be thinking let's take away people's voices on social media. You do not want to see individuals come out and exercise the right to congregate in public spaces. They want you to be silent. We, the people. Career criminals expect where it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war, all right. Fuck the 12. So you mean to tell me what rapists and pedophiles will be held to no state? No, we're not finna do. We're not playing those games. Fuck the government. Give back the subsidized and unsubsidized. Give back the subsidized programs. Give back the social security checks. Give back the food, because you pigs love to eat more than what you can produce. Love to consume more than what you can produce. I'm recapping now, y'all. How's that for a brief? We'll call it fat shaming, but at the same time, we're gonna bully skinny people. Make it make sense. We're gonna call it white supremacy, but at the same time, we're gonna take this time for white people to shut up. You take away individuals' voice. How does that benefit you on the plantation, or how does it benefit the black community at all? It makes them feel powerful, so they gotta take away white voices. It makes them feel powerful when they have to take away a black man's voice. It makes them feel it's narcissistic vibes to me. It emboldens them when they feel as though, oh, I can take away a voice, I can flag a channel, even though I'm gonna be flagging it for for a purpose that's not even valid. But let's flag it anyway. Someone asked a question or said something. Why can't people be helped? Because they don't want to help themselves. Being given the same equal opportunities, yet they still talking about where the equity and equality at. Where is your work ethic at? Then I didn't keep thinking here, student loan forgiveness dangling as a candle for public service and all the other stuff. Sir, sir, ain't nobody finna be like the zombie, be like, all right, we were, and would it come with a 50 million stipulations? Man, fuck you, sir, respectfully. Well, nonprofit working forever for ages, that really don't count, even though you gotta pay for community service and you gotta pay for the class, but that service don't count as far as the student loan for fuck you, DC. Not all of you. Now, if these stupid low vibrational dummies want to galvanize for a cause, you know what I'm saying? First of all, we want to speak about student loan fraud. Second of all, we want to speak about why student loan forgiveness have 50 billion stipulations. But these career criminals, oh, they can go and use the education system. Biden, respectfully, son. They can sit in a criminal justice class so they can learn how to beat the system. Let me stop. But student loan forgiveness, we have put it on pause for August until August. But wait, hold on, we gotta add 50 billion in one fucking stipula. Fuck you, DC. Not all of you. And this is my question for him. Let me calm down real quick. I was pissed off. Billion and one, fuck these stipulations. Oh, well, if you work for a state or government agency, then that counts. But if you work 15, a whole bunch of just giving your time. Give me your motherfucking time, America. Oh, we're a little bit understaffed. Can you please come in? Sure, because it's going to obviously benefit us both. It's a win-win situation. How's that for game theory? It's a win-win situation. If you ask me what I'm worth for fucking on the Capitol for them motherfucking students, no, we want to pay the loans that we did get because it's not that many. It don't take, it won't take that long to pay them off, Biden. But you see those fake portfolios that they don't wrapped up some of them loans that didn't belong to me and didn't belong to other people who got veterans and other civilians. Oh no, we gotta go back and review this policy. And soon as stuff do come out for freezing, as the economy goes back in shot, people will finally be able to. No, it's not gonna take them 50 years to pay off student loans because they're gonna bust their ass and they're gonna bust their asses because it's not that much money. Donnie like we then he was like, well, we'll erase the first 50,000 debt or whatever. Biden has reneged on all of his motherfucking promises, and that's why I'm no longer speaking to you, sir. Damn, at least Trump got shit. Trump got shit and going the ball rolling. Obama elf air got the ball rolling and something like, well, let me see. Well, sir, just sit down and coddle the criminals. Well, the departments had their hands. That's not what the departments told me when I went and saw them face to face. These scandals. Then they be like, oh, look at the big banks. No, no, no. We're going to look at your little crony wannabe bankers. We're not saying that the big banks are perfect, but we know. We know how the housing crash started. We know how the student loan fraud started. We know how all those fake portfolios, they like to rub perfectly. And if it wasn't broke, why did the part, it didn't have to be fixed? Should have just stayed in one portal to where people could just pay the Department of Education here, and you'll be paying the government directly. Just here. No services like we want money, we want money, we want. Navient is still out of control. Still, that's Marsha. It's still out of control. How are you doing, sir? How was your prison stay, former bro? Still out of control. You know what they have been doing, America and American people. They have been literally trying to push people into a fake debt note differently. How they try to push people into a fake foreclosure that didn't work because they got the asses mopped. Bingo. That's what they like to do. That is criminal and it's fraudulent and it's not legal. And American people are no longer buying the scams, nor the fucking fake stock. Ain't real stock, y'all. It's fake. I'm fucking on Wall Street. The big dicks, they be thinking you big dicks know they can spot shit when they can spot it immediately too. People who's good at finance and business out of, they're just like twiddle dumb, twiddle. Big bank gonna take a bank. And I'm gonna find it absolutely motherfucking hilarious. So that's why you don't hear me talk about business and finance and all the other shit, because I like to hear these punks. Not punks, like I just like to hear these gammas just how this is how you can make. Oh, okay. I would never try it because they don't. Those Ponzi schemes are illegal. No, I am not a robot. I'm human. I'm goofy, y'all. People used to, are you a robot? What are you? I am him. I'm human. I want to be like Synergy, just be like, tap. I don't have no magical earrings to tap or whatever. This is how I tap and tune in to listen to what the American people truly desire. So, so I'm going to end this right here, and we are also going. People are like, how does she drop her voice? Because that's what discipline is, you guys. That's why I be trying to tell people or encourage people, never let career criminals trick you out of your position. Know how to turn it off and turn it on. Know how to know when to bring out a can of whoop ass and put that whoop ass in your pocket, i.e., defense. That's what emotional intelligence is all about. And like I said, there's other people who are highly more intelligent than I am. But everybody do different things, especially if they work in different realms, i.e., social stratus, i.e., professions. So I be trying to show people how to be long winded, but I don't want civilians passing out. So yeah, my beautiful butterflies. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that part. Mariah might be like, hello. Oh, girl. Twilight Zone. Ooh. Too sexy for my too sexy. Why y'all jealous of Drake? Drake does not care. Trust me, he's had that his whole life. You're not good enough. You can't rap. You can't act. You can't, and that's why he was on his worst behavior shit. Without stepping on people's toes, he at least give people an olive branch and be like, give features. Well, not give. Do features, and he ain't have to do shit. Him and other people. Y'all hate Drake. Okay. Is it because he's Jewish and black? Black, oh, he don't count because he got a little grabbler in him. He's a little Jew. The fuck out of here. Oh, and Drake is a troll. He know I don't like certain people. I don't like clowns. Sorry. I don't like clowns. Don't like clowns. We know who not getting a feature. Andre Williams, Sr., that career criminal who like to make beats. You're not gonna get, nah. Say your ass on SoundCloud, boy, with them horrible motherfucking beats. I think I did it better. She bad, she bad, she bad, she bad, she bad. Want you look at that? She bad. Had them trumpets and everything going on there. I tweet that. How's that for invasion of privacy, darlings? Yes. What's wrong with y'all, Barty C? Barty C, we don't have no fly. I don't know. She's talking about somebody's coming to get her, girl. When they come and get you, tell them I want them to come and get me too. Please, por favor. Mrs. Centavia. I don't think she engaged in that. Y'all better stop with that occultism stuff. It's gonna drive you crazy. And y'all need to stop messing with people's ancestors, because at Centavia, if you're not, I guess I gotta study a little bit more and ask questions. Black people is Santeria, no, that would be more of the Spanish countries or whatever. I don't participate in that type. I believe in God, so I'm not playing with no Ouija boards. And nah, if you play with a Ouija board, I don't even want you. Don't come around me and don't touch me. Not because the Ouija board can do whatever it can. You can open up real portals to hell and damnation. Then people are like, "Oh, I'm seeing you would be seeing things. Is it schizophrenia? Probably not. You just probably gone temporarily crazy until doctors can get you back in check." Shout out to real medical professionals, not those scammers. I told you, like the one who sit up there, these dumb bitches. How did y'all let that little boy perform any fucking thing on you? Y'all are dumb. You didn't think he looked too young to be a doctor, and I know those doctors, you know what I'm saying? Medical school costs, I mean, it lasts for more than 2 to 4 years. Now, I wonder where he at. Was he in Atlanta too? I know some in Louisiana, water. I don't know what's in California and New Orleans. Not New Orleans, Atlanta. Not all parts. Like I said, some regions. Very weird. It's like Stranger Things on steroids. It's like American Greed. Like I think, Cardi, don't do that. You're gonna scare people first of all. Then you're gonna look, girl, Cardi. When is invasion of privacy dropping, girl? It was just a joke. You're gonna drop it, nephew. Just maybe go to the booth, regroup. I don't know. Yeah, you can regroup, do the invasion of privacy. Let us know how your privacy was invaded, and then we can jam. I don't listen to that music though. No, I got other people like that. So I'm more like Nikki, can't you see? Sometimes, but that don't mean that we're gonna drag. Cause Cardi did jump off a pole. I said a bowl. Boulay. It's a French fucking. I said, let me Google this. She came from a pole, and she was the only one to be more successful than the dummies, basically. So, what was the little leprechaun little kid girl? What was she doing? Girl, somebody show grandma Kim how to. Girl, be looking like a. She like to do that little robot stuff. I didn't know her favorite color was green. How you do that, girl? You doing a robot? Girl, y'all are funny. And and Kim KKK, that's the KKK right there. Shoot. Just sit up there. These new age attorneys crack me up though. Yeah, I don't always need attorneys for stuff too. That's why they have departments and offices. Cause even the dirty, we don't even call them. Cause if you're a fake attorney, then you sir can't even get your license disbarred. I mean suspended, and you can't get disbarred, but you can't go to jail. How you doing? Yeah. And I check on your strong friends and why y'all could probably try to trick Cardi because y'all think she's stupid and dumb, but that girl has those roots. And when I say roots, she ain't got no spell on her. Them Spanish people are very, I don't know if she's spiritual, but when I encounter Spanish people, they are very like they truly, they be with the shits when it comes to praying and stuff. And they are very close. Most of them are close knit. They be with the shits too. So y'all keep playing with people Santeria and waking their ancestors up, and y'all gonna When y'all see something, y'all gonna go crazy. Speaking of crazy, I think John Nash was on tonight. John Nash Jr. was onto something with game theory. I don't have a committee or team or whatever. Then it requires mathematicians. It also requires people from different communities, psychology, social, all kind of communities, economic. And that's why I'm like, were they jealous of him? Because he not only knew how to work hard, complicated, i.e., complex problems, he also knew how to pull different. So maybe that's why they were jealous. So if I had to beg the question and be serious about stuff, I want to beg the question being from having a passion that I do have. I want to know if John Nash truly, was a schizophrenic. That's what I would want to know. Or did individuals make him to be crazy or something because he was onto something and then they waited for him to become so old before they said, here's your prize since you've reached your mature age. The man was like 66 fucking years old. But he's been a genius for what? 25, ever since birth, probably? Make it make sense. And I'm just observing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know much about it. I A lot of things are not reliable. Cause like when people are doing real interviews, I want to see the person. I don't want to see like their mouse. No, I want to see the person. I don't want a voiceover. I want to see the person. So some of those interviews are sketchy. So, and nobody else can take credit for his work, but it's his story was very fascinating. And I know that these lunatic civilian IT quote unquote specialists was probably like, oh, then they sit the stuff on the floor like a beautiful mind, the movie. You ask real base motherfuckers was individuals onto something. I was gonna show them it's how to crack the little codes or lack thereof, and also show them the OPM breach could have been preventable and avoided, basically. And it's other stuff too. We don't always need supercomputers. That's why it's important to think critically. He was on to something. He lived before his times as well. But yeah, if I had to beg the question, that's what I would beg. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot of like reliable sources out there. Now they say Nash's son might be schizophrenic or whatever. People observe real crazy people, like, and other individuals be like, oh, I'm depressed, I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. They don't be. They just want some self pity, and they're scammers. They like to steal. Yeah, they're good at what they do. They're master manipulators, and they're not the good of fake news. Just let me tell you, you will know if you should throw tomatoes and laugh your ass off, or come like the Salem witch hunt and be like, pitchforks, when do we get started? So all this because career criminals want to save face at what expense? In any event, you guys, yes, the whole entire shit show behind the scenes. It's a shit show right here in this space as well. So I truly and others don't really come here that often, but what we do is to debunk fake news. So yeah, speaking of John Nash, there's this. I thought it'd be a lot of reliable sources or information out there for us to determine. Well, it wouldn't even be a determination. People like to observe people in a closed environment, basically. And game theory does get quite, very, very complicated. Then the other question I would like to beg is, like, he was so smart, he was a genius. Why do individuals feel as though, oh, is that what they do to other people in academia? Feel as though, oh, you're not quote unquote old enough to be given full and or proper credit. So we're just gonna pretend like these activities or these occurrences or events are not, you know what I'm saying, didn't in fact happen when they did. But then when you get the age of quote unquote maturity, fuck y'all. Liberals are retarded. And liberals do not get along with, and it's a shame. Like, we're not saying all of them are like that, but they do not get along with non-indoctrinated individuals. You have to be, I want to be a pick me poster child, and I want to go after every carrot you dangle in order to get my, you know what I'm saying, scholarly opinion. And that's not going to happen. Opinions cannot be purchased and bought, or can they? And that's why real research was important, just to just do it solo, basically. That's what. The other individuals assisted by becoming participants, i.e., like little lab workers, truly playing music, doing comedy, and you know what I'm saying, opening up their little panels for constructive dialogue and communication. So yeah, shout out to individuals who participated in social experiences, and they were very amazing. So yeah, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out we can weave like decipher, tell shit from sugar when it comes to individuals who have a higher IQ versus morons who just like to sit up there and throw shit at each other all day and just be like, oh, okay, it's everybody but them. They gotta give every reason for the season. Don't steal my shit, y'all. Every reason for the season is to why they cannot get ahead. Oh, it's the poverty. No, y'all are scammers. Y'all just want other people's money, and you don't want to work for it. Then you want to ride out. You want to be spending on other people's money and them fancy wheels, and you have your Rolex watches and stuff like that. Call a spade a spade. I don't have time for the low vibrational conversations or whatever, but we can address and drag asses when time permits. Other than that, you can find us executing comprehensive reports and listen to the American people so that we can work further on, so that we can work further on modernization, transparency, and or streamlining, and that's what the end game is, baby. So yeah, that's what the end games are. You're not gonna find me doing more tutorials because individuals like to still work and plagiarize. So, and then they like to brag about how they came up with stuff. Yeah, okay, sure you did. Operation Civic STEM, Irish Canary, reported for duty. All right. Shout out to individuals who love themselves. Shout out to individuals who believe in real social, you know what I'm saying, and social engagement and economics without being rudely interrupted, without your broadcast being rudely interrupted and or censored. Shout out to individuals who believe in real economic development. Shout out to individuals who believe in themselves. Shout out to individuals who believe in real business, man. This has been yet another, what can I call this? The Potter Room edition of Crowns and Tea with Enemy Greatly. Proudly suspending and permanently banned from Twitter. And I want to shout out to individuals who touched my life, no matter if there were men and women from different spectrums and or realms, i.e. professions. I greatly appreciate it, and I yield back to Congress. I think I'm gonna make y'all a little mini Congress or whatever because y'all been doing so well at it. But shout out to individuals that keep the comedy in the universe, and you don't have to censor people because you are jealous of the big bears, even though they don't claw. They might claw back if you come later. Shout out to the individuals who know that comedy is important, especially it was important during the Great Depression. It's important now during unnecessary and preventable recessions. So, and we all know Dodd-Frank is not working. It was just a temporary band-aid, and I am so appalled that Glass-Steagall was repealed, and I say that it contributed, like other economists, it contributed to unnecessary tech bubbles in the housing crash. So we need more people who really promote economics and economic development or whatever, because greed at the bottom can consume and be as detrimental as the top. But we all know that these stuff boil up from the bottom, and then it's go. By the time it's making it to the top, it erupts like a volcano. So yeah, that's that. Red states are sovereign, so we'll try to continue to iron these unnecessary technological or technical hiccups out. Because what goes up must come down. All right, shout out to individuals who believe in yourself. Impossible. I am PLSSIPLE. You turn the finish. You don't look at someone and say, oh, it's impossible. I am possible. I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I exist. You think, therefore you exist, because you are human. Sway outside is connected to philosophy, but this is you could do it without a book, you guys. It's your social experiences that matters. And you know what Scalia says, merit also matters. So that's why it's important for individuals to never waver, nor bend, nor fold. Now I gotta jet. Bye. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. All right. Peace.